Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for our main event of the evening, and please welcome first to the ring from the United States of America, Shakir Ashanti.
Arriving here as something of a mystery man. Nobody's really seen him. The word is he's pretty quick and throws good combinations. But he's never made any major breakthrough in the United States as yet. And he's 10 years older than Farnell at 32. But on the way in, he looked as if he might mean business. So let's see.
Yes, he looked fit enough, he looked well prepared, and you know, mystery men, you never know what you're going to get with these sort of people. They can be very, very dangerous, best kept secrets in the gym. So we've yet to find out how good Shakir Ashanti really is.
He's done nearly all his fighting in North Carolina. Comes from Greensboro. He's an engineering student when he's not in the gym. Can he cause problems for Farnell, who had a few in the last 3 rounds, particularly of his last fight against the Argentinian Sergio Acuna. And look at that footwear he's got on there, Ashanti. I'm surprised that's allowed under the foot and mouth restrictions, Glenn.
Well, I'm not sure what to make of that. You get all sorts of get-ups, but that's the first time I've seen. He's really took the tassels a bit over the top, hasn't he?
So that's Farnell's opponent tonight, Shakir Ashanti of the United States.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, making his way to the ring, will you please welcome Manchester's own Anthony, the Warrior, Farnell.
Well, he really does have a huge following. Arnie's Army used to be famous in golf, of course, for Arnold Palmer, but there's a new one up here in Manchester following Anthony Farnell. 25-0, 16 by knockout. And as Paul Dempsey was mentioning, wearing one of Roy Keane's old Champions League shirts from a game back in the autumn against the Belgian side Anderlecht. He and Keane are pretty good mates, and he says he has the same qualities as the Manchester United dynamo of passion, skill and dynamism. Says he's going to make a statement tonight. Do you think he needs to, Glenn?
Yes, I think he does. I think it's time for him to have a really big fight. He needs a really big win. There's a few times now he just looks as if he hasn't been improving. But this is a young man who enjoys it, showing out to the crowd. He really has got the fans behind him, and he's good for the game.
Here's the tale of the tape tonight. Farnell, 10 years younger at 22. He's taller, has a little bit of a reach advantage, both inside the 11-stone weight stipulation for light middleweight. Farnell's debut was 1997, same as Ashanti, who turned pro late at the age of 28. Farnell's actually had more fights. He's got a much better knockout record. Ashanti, his record doesn't suggest he's a big hitter, but he does have some skills, we hear anyway.
Ladies and gentlemen, the officials appointed for this contest by the WBO Intercontinental Committee under their chairman, Mr. Mark Reels, are the supervisor at ringside, Mr. Charles Giles from Birmingham, England, the steward from the British Boxing Board of Control, Mr. Dennis Lockton, the timekeeper at the bell, Mr. Barry Pinder from Sheffield, England, and the judges at ringside scoring the contest, Mr. John Coyle from Wolverhampton, England, Mr. Keith Garner from Ellesmere Port, England, and Mr. Terry O'Connor from Birmingham, England. And the referee in charge of the action, one of Britain's and the world's leading referee, Mr. Mickey Van from Leeds. Live and exclusive on Sky Sports from Wythenshawe Forum in the city of Manchester, it's Big Fight Time. Sponsored by Red Square, the champion drink that packs a punch. Frank Warren is proud to present Championship Boxing with a contest of 12 3-minute rounds to decide the World Boxing Organization's light middleweight intercontinental championship. Between and introducing the boxers, and firstly, fighting out of the red corner, he comes from Greensboro in North Carolina in the United States of America. He weighed in at 10 stone, 13 1/4 pounds, and holds a 17-fight professional record. 14 wins, 4 wins coming by way of knockout with 3 losses. He's the North Carolina champion, and tonight, the challenger for the title, please welcome Shakir Ashanti. And across the ring, ladies and gentlemen, in the blue corner, his opponent. He wears the black trunks trimmed with the red. He weighed in at 10 stone, 13 3/4 pounds, and holds a perfect professional record. 25 contests with 25 wins, 16 wins coming with inside the scheduled distance. He's the current WBO light middleweight intercontinental champion, and tonight makes the 6th defense of his title. He's one of Manchester's greatest prospects. Please welcome Manchester's Anthony, the Warrior, Farnell. Mr. Mickey Van will now give his instructions to both boxers.
Instructions in the dressing room. One thing I'm going to tell you, no more is the other. Understand? Shake hands, the body corners. Oi! Come here!
Mickey Van having a few problems getting the message across amid all the din here. Back to the rafters. And I'm just wondering if Ashanti's going to fight in those boots with those fairly ludicrous tassels. It looks as if he is. I thought they were just an adornment that would be removed come fight time. Well, I think they're going to slow him down, aren't they?
That would certainly make him look daft, so it's up to him.
He really does look a bit daft. Farnell calls himself the Warrior in the black trunks. In this very competitive division, Adrian Stone, Wayne Alexander, Chris Roberts, Steve Roberts, I should say, and Richard Williams. And Farnell, we await a match involving any of those two. Farnell has to win this first. A fast start from Ashanti. Just don't know really what to expect from this American. He's only been stopped once. Fast start from Ashanti.
Yes, he's looking to unload, but Farnell just keeping cool, keeping nicely tucked up, hands tight.
Good jab from Farnell. Farnell, who feels that body punching might be the key here.
Watch your heads, keep them out.
It's a busy start from Shakir Ashanti.
Decent right hand from Ashanti going in there. Looks pretty loose limb.
He's hurt Ashanti with one of those. Head cleared now. Greater number of punches thrown from the Americans so far in this first round, but Farnell with a determined, cool, hard look about him.
But the more accurate ones are from Farnell. Although Ashanti has pretty quick hands.
Certainly the more power will be with Farnell. Not that he's looked a big knockout artist, that would be untrue. It's more of an erosive pressure kind of thing with him. Good left uppercut on the inside, and then a body shot from Farnell. And blocking those shots from the American well.
Yes, Ashanti's hit the gloves and the arms a lot of Farnell. Farnell's landed with the cleaner, more impressive punches.
Just wondered about whether there'd be any leftovers from that hard fight last time for Farnell, whether that might leave him looking a little jaded, but he says he'd be happy to fight every fortnight. Brian Hughes working in the corner. First time we've seen him since that traumatic night involving Michael Gomez, when Gomez was beaten. A lot of soul-searching went on after that. Everybody in the camp rallied round, and everybody back in harness. They certainly don't want any more shock setbacks tonight, though. Farnell has become something of a hot property. They need to keep him winning. Good left hook to the body from him. Slaps a bit, doesn't he, with his shots, Ashanti?
Yes, he does. He's pretty much an arm punch, and I think, you know, his KO percentage shows that only 4 KOs in his 17 fights.
This is better from Farnell. Body punches Ashanti. Decent hand speed he has, but a lot of his punches don't seem to be thrown entirely correctly.
Yes, decent hand speed and variety from Ashanti, but doesn't look to have the power in the punch.
Farnell looking strong and confident. Doesn't really want a long, grueling fight again here. He'll want to send out a bit of a message, if he can, to the others. And it is worth noting that Ashanti was stopped in his last fight, his only stoppage defeat, in the walkout bout of Holyfield Ruiz 1 in America.
Farnell looking for the left hooks to the body, just trying to soften Ashanti up a bit.
That's a great right uppercut. That's hurt Ashanti, and another one. Farnell's really going to work on him here. And another one. There's 3, and then a left hook. Referee Mickey Van looking on very closely. Ashanti taking a lot. No head movement. Big moment seized for Farnell. He could take this American out of here now. Scything uppercuts and hooks. Ashanti, give him credit, throws back. We have 55 seconds left in the round. This might be time enough for Farnell to stop this.
The uppercut working well. That's a very good punch. Ashanti can't get out of the way of that one.
Has to fire back, otherwise I think Mickey Van's going to step in. He does step in. It's over in the second round. Ashanti protests, says he was okay. But Farnell has sent out his statement with a second round stoppage victory. He did it well. Great uppercuts, body punches, and I think the referee was right. There were a lot of very hurtful-looking punches thudding in. Ashanti's still complaining. Farnell did that well, though you do have to have the rider that he was fighting against a fellow who'd really just been on the club scene in America and who was stopped last time.
Well, what he did very well. Farnell, he can't take anything away from him. It was a good victory. He worked the uppercut excellently, really picked that punch. Ashanti protested at the end, but really didn't have an argument because he didn't punch back. There, you can't take punches like that. Full-blooded, all his weight behind them. Uppercut after uppercut. Ashanti just couldn't get out of the way of that shot. Farnell really on fire, letting those punches go.
Good body punching, and every punch there thrown with real evil intent from Farnell. And you cannot let a man keep on taking punches like that. I think Mickey Van had no option, really.
No, he didn't. He had to fight back. He had to show something. You know, you can't let somebody like Farnell just get free shots on you. And, you know, the key is, does he fight back? He's not fighting back here. He's just taking punches. And I think the referee was right, even though Ashanti did protest.
And it's the quickest win he's had since October 1999, this Farnell. Great body shot, really setting himself for these. We looked at Ashanti's record beforehand and we thought he has to do a number on this fellow if he's going to keep his march going, Farnell, and he did a number on him.
Yes, he did. Did everything that was expected of him, did in very good style.
Ladies and gentlemen, at 2 minutes and 20 seconds of round 2, the referee has stopped the contest in favour of the winner and still WBO Intercontinental Light Middleweight Champion, Anthony Farnell. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm sure you'd like to show your appreciations to a very good challenge indeed from Shakir Ashanti. I'll now ask the steward in charge, Mr. Charles Giles, to present the championship belt to the Intercontinental Light Middleweight Champion, Anthony the Warrior Farnell.
He wants to trade that in for a world title belt. He has at least stayed on the march toward that tonight. Back to Farnell in a moment or two. Much more young talent on show for you here. Live shortly, Thomas McDonough from Farnell's stable. Another young light middleweight hope, going very well so far. He meets the knowing old pro David Baptiste. That one live shortly. Bantamweight tonight, Stephen Oates looking to make a breakthrough. 14 wins in 16 before tonight against Chris Emmanuel. And also Matthew Hatton, only 19 years of age, in action at light welterweight against Asen Vasilev of Bulgaria. Step into the unknown for young Hatton tonight. That's all still to come. Here's Anthony Farnell at ringside.
Well, Anthony, you said you wanted to make a statement tonight. What do you think the statement you made was?
All light middleweights in Great Britain and Europe, watch out. I did that. I always start criticising him more, me in the gym more, because, you know, I like to prove myself. I don't like fights where I don't have to prove it. When you don't have to prove nothing, so it's easier. But it's not easy when you get in there complacent. That's what I mean. But
so you're saying that the criticism you took from some people after your last fight just spurred you on a bit?
I say, me in the gym, we took a bit of criticism, but we've come back like lions. We've been fighting like lions. That's what we are.
You've beaten this guy tonight. He was stopped last time. You have to add that rider, but you couldn't have done it any better.
Yeah, that's it. Like, you can only stop what's in front of you, and I think I've done it well. I didn't take a punch, so that's all I can do.
And those right uppercuts were tremendous.
They'll stop anybody. Them right uppercuts will stop anybody.
Here they are now. Talk us through it.
Well, like I say, when I'm in a mode like that, I don't think what I'm throwing. They just fly. Like, I don't think right up putting out, it just comes. It's a natural instinct, it just comes.
He protested about the stoppage, but I think the referee was right.